Good morning, students. Let's welcome to the first online class in our Surya College. This is Divya standing before you. Let's move to the warm chemistry class, that is about classification of elements. Okay, let's start with what is elements, how they classified, how they are arranged in a manner. Okay, first about what is an element? First, this is a chemistry class, right? First starting, we will start with what is element, how they are arranged, what is the pattern we are following now in the periodic table. Those things we are going to discuss now. What is element means, actually, first Robert Boyle in 1661 he defined what is an element. See, what is element means, it is a substance which can be further decomposed into a simple form by either physical or chemical property. It is defined by Robert Boyle. It is a substance actually which we can further decomposes into simple form by either physical or chemical manner. So Robert Boyle gave this definition in 1661. That is about element. See, what are the examples of element actually we have means, number of examples we have, that is carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, bromine, iodine, so on, so many substances there. At the early starting manner, we have only just 13 elements in the earlier period. Later, moving on to 18th century, we got nearly 31 elements. Then moving on to 19, at present 2020, we have 118 elements. In our periodic table. Still it is on moving. We are going to have 119th elements also now. Okay, assume you are in a home. In home we have number of rooms, right? Living room is there, dining room is there, and kitchen is there, bathroom will be there. Many of the rooms is there. In the particular room we are arranged those particular things. But you assume in a fine morning you are wake up in, but you are still in the bed. When coming to the normal rooms, nothing is there. See, for example, you need to brush your teeth. There is no brush is in the bathroom. You are searching, you are moving to kitchen, you are opening the racks, but the things are like utensils is not there, the cloth is there. Then you are moving to your living room, there is no dresses is there, you have utensils. See, proper arrangement is not there. So what you will do, you are searching, moving, where is your brush? Then finally at somewhere you got your brush in your living room, assume. So you don't know where your brush is there. So you are moving around and around, finally you got. In a similar process, we have 118 elements in our chemistry. In our, we have 118 elements. Then how we need to arrange them in a proper manner. So for that purpose, number of scientists came forward and they did many more groups. They are trying just to make a group. How they are grouped and how we need to read them as similar properties. See, for example, if only one element is there, we can read, not a problem. But we have 118 elements now. How we need to completely read those things that separately. They are trying to group it and they are trying to match them in a similar process. So they tried, many of them tried to group together and they tried in a similar process. First person who tried is Dobereiner trier. Dobereiner is the person, he tried to group the elements as 3 elements. He grouped 3 elements in a group and he studied the properties of those elements. Those 3 elements are called triads. Those 3 elements are called triads. See how Dobereiner told means, he arranged the elements in increasing atomic weight. Dobereiner, he arranged those 3 elements in increasing atomic weight and those they should have similar properties also. Then he tried how means, see, for example, lithium, sodium, potassium. Those 3 elements, those 3 are called triads. Why? Because we have 3 elements. Increasing atomic weight, lithium 7, sodium 23, potassium is 39. How he did means, see, the middle one atomic weight should be equal to its arithmetic mean of first and third. For example, sodium, if you take, sodium is 23, right? Atomic weight of, average arithmetic mean of lithium weight and so I mean potassium weight, we will get 23 as a lithium, I mean sodium weight. We need to know these three properties are same, these three atomic weight is in increasing pattern. Then how he tried means he did the second one atomic weight should be equal to the arithmetic mean of first one and the third one. So he did in this pattern, that is the first grouping manner. For example, in our school or assume in a college, the peoples are grouped as according to their section. See, first year, then second year. In that also MPC by PC. In a similar pattern, first group, it has the same increasing weight and same property should be arranged. That is Dobereiner triad. First he did. Next, as according to him, next the person who came is Dobereiner. We continued one triad. Next triad is chlorine, bromine, iodine. In the similar pattern, bromine atomic weight should be equal to the arithmetic mean of chlorine plus iodine. In that pattern, he did for something, I mean up to certain elements like the 20 elements, but after that the pattern doesn't exist. So to recover this, next scientist who came is Newland law of octaves. See, we know oct means 8. In the similar pattern, we know the music notes, right? Sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa. See, first one, 8th one will be same. In the similar pattern, here Newland octaves, how he tried to group the elements is, he took the elements in a increasing atomic number. Lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, fluorine, then again sodium, okay, neon, and then sodium. So starting he arranged in this pattern, then he compared the first and the 8th one, I mean leave the neon, lithium and sodium he compared. What he did means these two are a same group, they exhibit the same property. So as according to octaves, first and 8th element should have a same properties. So that is given by octaves. Second person who entered and he explained. See, we got two persons now. One is Dobereiner. He explained in the pattern of triad 3 elements. Then octaves he took 8 elements. First and 8th elements are always similar. Sodium and lithium and sodium. Next to sodium he got potassium. Up to he also he explained up to nearly 20 elements. After that we can't able to explain the properties. So next person who actually entered is Mendeleev. So next one, Mendeleev. So first one Dobereiner, next one Newland, next after to that of Newland, the person who entered to explain the classification of elements is Mendeleev. So Mendeleev he came and he explained that we have 8 periods and 7 groups. He explained in that manner. See, as according to Mendeleev periodic table, what he took as a basic means atomic weight. Mendeleev arranged the elements as according to their increasing atomic weight, and he did horizontal are known as periods, whereas vertical he arranged is known as a group. He arranged in this pattern, then he got number of elements. In that too, the elements which are to be discovered, he left a place for that. So many of them is a vacant. He assumed some of the elements which are to be discovered, he left the places for that. So Mendeleev also followed atomic weights. So what is the Mendeleev law means? The physical and chemical properties of the elements, actually what it based on means atomic weight it based on. He completely based on atomic weight. But now we are not following this pattern. Mendeleev have some of the drawbacks, that is anomalous pairs. See, for iodine and tellurium, iodine is 126 but tellurium 127. He placed tellurium front Later that iodine, in order to satisfy the chemical properties, he searched the chemical properties of the elements also. See, he placed the elements in a who has the same chemical property, he placed as a one group, and one group he placed. In that pattern, tellurium and iodine are different, so that he placed instead of tellurium first, instead of iodine he placed tellurium first, later iodine. So in Mendeleev periodic table also we have number of drawbacks. Finally what we are using is a modern periodic table. So we are using now is a modern periodic table. The person who invented, who proposed this is Moseley. So Mendeleev invented is a Mendeleev periodic table. Modern periodic table now we are following is a Moseley. In this modern periodic table, on what basis they are explaining means they are taking the phenomena is atomic number. They choose the elements of atomic number of increasing atomic weight and they placed in the increasing manner. Then they got the modern periodic table. Now we have 7 periods and 18 groups. Finally we got 7 periods and 18 groups in Moseley periodic table or modern periodic table. See how the periodic table will be means, actually this is a block diagram or rough diagram of a modern periodic table. See here S block will be there, here D block will be there, here P block and here F block will be there. So S block consists of 2 groups, that is first and second group. Here third to 12th group will be there, and here from 13th to 18th group here 4F and 5F series, that is lanthanoids and actinoids. So finally we got an arrangement of periodic table that is in the form like this. S block will be there, D block, P block and F block. We know S block elements are known as, first group elements are alkali metals and second block will be known as alkali earth metals. D block is called transition elements, where F block is called inner transition elements, where a P block it is a, see it comes from 13th to 18th group. In 18th group especially we called as noble gas elements or zero group elements we call. 13th is a boron family. Then 14th will be as a, see 13th boron family, 14th is a carbon family, 15th is a nitrogen family, then 16th is a oxygen family, that is we can call as a chalcogens. Then 17th is a fluorine family, which will be called as a halogens. 18th is called as a noble gas elements, where S block and P blocks are combinedly called as a representative elements except 18th group, where D block is called transition elements, F is called inner transition elements. F we have placed downwards the periodic table. Okay, in that also hydrogen is in a separately placed. See it is separate from, it is not belongs to first group, it is also not belongs to 17th group. It is always placed above, separately in the periodic table. So this is a classification of a periodic table. Then how S block is classified, how P block, what is D block, what is F block. Okay, in periods how many elements will be there? See we told we have 7 periods is there. In first period how many elements will be there? In what about second period, as which manner they are filled? See periods. Actually in first period how many elements will be there? Okay, see first period. How we are going to explain that period, how we will say means we need to know quantum numbers. See we know quantum numbers, principal quantum number will be there, azimuthal quantum number, magnetic quantum number and spin quantum number. In that principal quantum number, okay, so principal quantum number. In that we know we are arranging the electrons in the shell pattern, right? K shell, L shell, M shell, N shell. So K we know that it is only first shell, means we has only one subshell, that is a 1s subshell. L means we know that that is a second subshell, second shell, so that we have two subshells, 2s 2p will be there. Then M means it is in a third subshell, we have 3s 3p and 3d. The similar pattern we know M means fourth subshell, 4s 4p 4d 4f. But the electron won't fill in this manner. We know that as according to the Hofbauer principle, we should to follow the filling, right? So when we move to first period, we know that K shell is there, which means one subshell is there, that is a 1s. We know S can accommodate 2 electrons. S can accommodate 2 electrons, so that we has only 2 electrons, that is 1s1 and 1s2. That is, we know that first period we have hydrogen and helium. So first period means we should to know which shell should be there, that is a K shell. In that how many subshell is there, means only one subshell is there, 1s. So S can fill only 2 electrons, which means we can have 1s and 2s. So first period consists of only 2 elements, that is a hydrogen and helium. Then the similar pattern, what about second period? Means in second period we know that the shell is L shell. The electron should be filled in, the electrons in L shell. We know L shell means it should have 2 subshells, that is 2s and 2p. Then we already know S can accommodate only 2 electron. Then what about P means P can accommodate 6 electron. So overall we have 8 electron, which means we have 8 elements. So in second period, what is the manner how the elements we are fixing means, we know that second period means L shell. L shell means 2s and 2p should be their subshells. Then subshells means S can accommodate 2 electron, P can accommodate 6 electron. Overall we can have 8 electrons, means we can explain 8 elements will be there. What are those elements means, it is from lithium to neon. So second period has 8 elements. So similar pattern will be applied for third also. See, for third means we know that third period means we are at M shell. In M shell the subshells are 3s and 3p. Similar pattern those of second period, subshell S can accommodate 2 electron. In the similar pattern P can also accommodate 6 electrons. So 2 plus 6 we got 8. So finally in third period also we has 8 elements in each. So next what are the elements means, sodium to argon. So third period we got 8 elements each, sodium to argon, that is those elements. Then what about fourth period means the pattern will changes. See, fourth period we know that L later N will comes, which means fourth shell 4s should be there, 4p and 4d. But we left over here 3d, right? Always after filling of 4s the electron will be moved to 3d, then only 4p, as according to Hofbauer rule, right? See, what is that means, Hofbauer rule indicates always we should to know 3d, you should to calculate the n plus L value. What is the L value means, it indicates 3. So n is a 3. What is L means, you know that S means 0, L means 1, then P means 2, S means 0, P means 1, D equal to 2 and then F is equal to 3. Which means it indicates a principal quantum number, these indicates azimuthal quantum number value. See, for 3 means n value 3, then L means the value is 1, so overall 4. Then what about for 4p means 4 plus 1, which means 5. See, actually the electron will enter into least n plus L value. The n plus L value of 3d is a 4, while the n plus n value of 4p is a 5. So among these, which is least means 3d is least. So when filling of electrons in 4f, it will always move to 3d, later only it will move to 4f. So as according to that pattern, we should to fill the periods. So overall in the fourth period, S can accommodate 2 electrons, D can accommodate 10 electrons, and P can accommodate 6 electrons. So 2 plus 10 plus 6 overall. In the fourth period we got 18 elements in that. So what is the pattern we are filling means we should to follow the Hofbauer rule. What is the Hofbauer rule means the electron always enter into the least n plus n value. So among those which is the least, it will move there. See, 3D is the least. So after filling 4s, it should to move to 3D, then only it will move to 4p. So overall we got 2 plus 10 plus 6, which means 18 electron. From where to where means, see, sodium, then next potassium to krypton. So first period we got 2 elements, second and third we got 8 elements. Then what about fourth period means we got 18 elements. Similar pattern you should to apply for fifth one. See, fifth period, we know that it is an O shell. O shell means what are the subshell should be means 5s, 5p, 5d and 5f. But this is the pattern not actually we follow. What is the pattern we need to follow means first the electron will fills into 5s, then it will moves to 4, it will moves to 4d, then it will moves to 5p. Okay, why? Because of we should to compare these two, 4d and 5p, similar pattern. See, 4d means Hofbauer rule should be 4 plus 2, which means 6. Then compared to 5p, 5 plus 1, it is also 6. See, but what is here means we wrote the n plus l value for both 4d and 5p. 4d means we got 6, 5p means also we got 6. In this case we have two similar n plus l value, but the electron will always move to 4d. What is the reason means when two values are same, we should to choose where the least n value is there. For 4d the least n value is a 4, but for 5p the n value is a 5. Comparing to this, 4d is the least, so electron will moves into 4d rather than 5p. So electron first moves into 5s, then later to 4d, then later to 5p. So how many electrons we can accommodate means first here we can accommodate 2. Why? Because S can accommodate only 2 electrons, D can accommodate 10 electrons. What about P means it can accommodate 6. So overall 2 plus 10 plus 6, again the repeating factor is 18. So fifth period also we has 18 elements. So first period we has 2, second and third we has 8 elements, fourth and fifth we got 18 elements each. Then what are the elements we can say means, that is from rubidium to xenon. Okay, see, krypton to potassium to rubidium, that is for fourth period. Fifth period means rubidium to cesium. Then what about sixth means, we know sixth period it has 32 elements. Then what is the filling nature means 6s, 4f, 5d and then 6p. So S can accommodate 2 electrons, F can accommodate 14 electrons, D can accommodate 10 electrons, P can accommodate 6 electrons. Overall we may got 32 electrons, which means in 6th period we may get 32 elements each. So 6th period finally we got 32 elements. From where to where means cesium to radon. So that is about 6th period. Then what about 7th period means 7th period is an incomplete period. Still we not fulfilled that period. 7th period is it is incomplete period. So finally first period 2 elements, second and third will have 8 elements each, fourth and fifth has 18 elements each, sixth period has 32 elements. What about 7th means it is incomplete. So overall we completed the periods. How many periods we have? We have 7 periods. How many elements we arrange? From where to where we completed. Then what about groups means we told we have 18 groups. So first period we has 2 groups. So S means first one So yes, we have two groups. Similar pattern, yes, can accommodate 2 electrons. So 2 groups is there, 1A and 1B. I mean first group and second group. So P block, we know P can accommodate 6 electrons, so that we have a 6 group is there. That is from 13 to 18. Then what about D? D can accommodate 10 electrons, which means it has 10 groups. That is from 3rd to 12. Okay, then F means F we have as a 4F series and 5F series, that is lanthanoids and actinoids. So that is about group classification. Yes, first group is alkali metals, second group is alkali earth metals. We already discussed P has a 6. What is that 13th one? Boron family. Boron will be the head. Then see, like this. So from 13 to 18 will be there. 18 is actually known as a noble gas or a zero group elements. So it won't involve in a bond formation, right? But remaining are all active, they may involve in bond formation. So D we have known that those are all metals. They will show us color, they can exhibit the complex natures, those things. Then 4F are lanthanoids and actinoids. That is about groups and periods. We told that we have 118 elements. Finally we are following the modern periodic table, which is discovered by Moseley. We told 7 groups, 7 periods is there, 18 groups is there. We arranged the elements also. That is about the classification of elements. So finally we completed the conclusion. Then see, we got the nice room now. We got perfect living room. Those things are there. Those things where should be are placed there itself. See, for kitchen the utensils are placed there itself. For living room our drawing things, our books are placed there itself. See, for our bedroom the beds, the pillows are placed there itself. In a similar pattern, the elements as according to their properties we placed, and we got the fine periodic table with 118 elements now. That's it. So thanks.